today's video, I actually wanted to discuss just some like self-growth and things that I'm doing, especially during this difficult time that we are all experiencing at the moment with COVID. Lately, I have been really enjoying books that are to better myself. And I'll give you an example of a few. I'll show you one of the books that I recently finished reading, and I will let you know that like I bought this book brand new. I know it might not look like it. I bought it brand new, and I put it away for about, I don't know, a year and a half to 2 years. I just put it away in my drawer with all my other books that I have purchased. I love buying books. I love like all paper things. I have the Kindle Oasis, and I very rarely use it, although I want to start using it a lot more because I have tons of books on there. But I still am so old-fashioned that I love reading books in their natural form. Same thing with my agenda. I love organizing in a paper agenda instead of my iPad. But anyhow, let's not get off topic. So I purchased this book and I put it away, and about 5 months ago I took it out. I wanted to read it, and then throughout that 5-month time frame, it was kind of pushed around and put here, put underneath. Okay, I'll start it tomorrow, or underneath here, I'll start it the next day, then put on the floor, and then the dog stepped on it, and then I pick it up, throw it somewhere, and not give it much thought. And finally, after 5 months of this poor book being bashed around, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sit down and read it and then get rid of it. Like, out it goes, you know, off my bus. So I'm trying to downsize, so I'm reading books as much as I can, and I'm like donating them and stuff. So I started reading this book, not expecting much, you know, just thinking, oh, it was just going to be another book, all beat up, all ugly. And I usually like my books to be beautiful, like brand new looking. I don't even like to mark my books, nothing. So, like I will tell you guys, I'll show you, I'll give you an example. Like, this is another book that I'm going to read next. It's called Viruses and Plagues, and it hasn't even been cracked. It looks entirely brand new. It's beautiful. But that's, for the most part, how I like my books to look like. I started reading a few pages, but I don't usually mark them or anything. When I came to this book, like, I read a few pages, and a few pages turned into 5, and then 10, and then 20, and before you know it, I'm like 3 days in, marking, not continuously because I had other things to do, but marking all sorts of pages, just going crazy. And after I finished reading this book, I even ended up typing in my computer to mark out stuff because I'm going to end up giving this book away. Guys, this has got to be one of the best books I have read in a very long time. And guys, prior to me reading this book, I actually thought I was a fairly confident person in you know, just confident meaning with my capability and things like that. But I actually have come to the conclusion that I'm not. And that's the reason why I'm not really that outspoken. You know, even if I have a different opinion with someone, I'll just let it go, because I'm always, I'm feeling shy, and I have social anxiety, and I don't usually like to disagree with people. I just let them think whatever, even though a lot of times it's entirely wrong, and I know it's entirely wrong. I let them think whatever. But after reading this book, I have come to the realization that I'm not that confident, and that is something fundamental that I need to work on. And boy, have I started to change that around. Like, I think I finished this book about a month ago, and since then I have really been working on myself. Like, since I now acknowledge that there is a problem, I'm now working on it daily just to try to build my confidence, of my capabilities up. Because I thought I was never capable of doing anything or anything right, or, you know, just, yeah. So let me just give you a few examples that's written in this book of things that people say to themselves every day, and I'm guilty of a lot of these things. Okay, so some of them are like, I can't remember names. It's going to be another one of those days. It's just no use. I just know it won't work. Nothing ever goes right for me. That's just my luck. I'm so clumsy. I don't have the talent. I'm just not creative. Everything I eat goes right to my waist. I can't seem to get organized. Today just isn't my day. I can never afford things I want. I already know I won't like it. No matter what I do, I can't seem to lose weight. I never have enough time. I just don't have the patience for that. That really makes me mad. Another Blue Monday. When will I ever learn? I get sick just thinking about it. Sometimes I just hate myself. I'm just no good. I'm too shy. Which is what I just said. I never know what to say. With my luck, I don't have a chance. Things just aren't working out for me right now. I don't have the energy I used to. I'm really out of shape. I never have any money left over at the end of the month. Why should I try? It's not going to work anyway. I never been any good at that. My desk is always a mess. The only kind of luck I have is bad luck. I never win anything. I feel like I'm over the hill. And the list goes on and on. Like, I'm just no good at math. I get so depressed. I just can't seem to get anything done. I'm just not cut out for that. I get cold this time every year. I hate my job. I just can't take it anymore. I never get it right. If only I were smarter. If only I were taller. If only I had more. If only I had more money. And on and on and on. These are just examples of some things that we say to ourselves every single day. It could be a few of those things from the list. It could be 10. It could be 20. The more negativity that you put in your brain, the more that part of the brain becomes stronger. So you become naturally more negative. And the way this book teaches you how to rephrase everything, and I have been doing that every time I sense that I'm speaking negatively, like to myself, I immediately turn it around and make the sentence positive, because what you tell yourself is really the way that you're building your own behavior, and then behavior turns into your attitude. Like, everything is just so connected, and it all starts with the way you speak to yourself, the way you process information in your brain. And so since I've been doing it for a month, I have noticed a change, and I'm so proud to say that for the first time last night, okay, and this is for the first time in many, many years, I actually stood up against somebody. This individual was talking about COVID-19 and some information, some factual things and stuff, and he thought it was a hoax. And I don't have to get into the detail of the conversation, but I said that's actually not true, and I opposed him, which I would have never thought I would be able to do, is oppose someone in a conversation, because I just wouldn't want to even expand on why I'm opposing them. Like, I just wouldn't even want to get into it. So, but last night I said, no, Soriah, this is your chance to test it out. This is your chance to see what you have learned from this book, and then everything else that I'm doing surrounding the book. And yeah, I stood up for what I knew was factual, and I tried to get him to look at it from a factual point of view. And yeah, it was great. I was not argumentative. I was not harsh. I was assertive but kind, and that is how you can oppose somebody's. Keep your kindness but be assertive. And it felt invigorating. It felt amazing, and yeah, I was really, really, really proud of myself. And I recommend this book to everybody, guys, because we're all the culprit of our own success. And really, the way we talk to ourselves, like the way I talk to myself, I would never imagine speaking to anybody like that. Not even 1% of the way I speak to myself. I speak so harshly to myself. It's ridiculous. So throughout this, I wake up in the morning, and instead of saying, oh my, like this hurts, or I feel like that, or oh, like just being groggy or whatever, I just say it's an excellent day, it's going to be beautiful. It's just a very, very positive self-talk to myself. And yeah, I think it has made the world of a difference. I listen to affirmations, and they're amazing to build up your self-confidence. And yeah, just in combination with that and with some other things that I'm doing, I have noticed a really satisfactory type of a change. I know I'm going in the right direction. And yeah, so that's one of the books that I finished, and now I'm passing it on. It's an amazing book, guys. I recommend it to everybody. Like, I don't know, the only regret I have is, why didn't I pick this up off my shelf sooner and read it sooner? This is a great little workbook. It's called the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook. If anybody suffers from anxiety, it has so many different kinds of anxiety in here. So it's you have social anxiety, agoraphobia, panic disorder, specific phobia, generalized anxiety disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, children's anxiety disorder. So this book is amazing. It has a lot of different mental health ailments, and you could just work through it, and the explanation is wonderful. So I definitely recommend this to anyone, especially now during COVID. I guess everybody's experiencing anxiety. Some other people are depressed. I have anxiety. I can seem to, at some spirals out of control. So that's what I suffer from. Wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't say the word suffer because it's a negative word. I should mostly say what I'm gifted with is anxiety because it tries to keep me safe all the time, even during those times when I'm not in danger. I don't need all those hormones being activated, but it comes, and then it goes away. But yeah, I have to tell myself, don't need you right now, it's fine. There's nobody chasing me, there's no big dinosaur chasing me, there's nothing, it's all good. And so that's another amazing book. And then of course I'm reading books just for fun. The Lisa Genova book, I really love this author. I read her book from Still Alice, and that was like, the movie and the book was amazing. This one is, so far I'm on page 138, and I don't really think it's that great. Like, it's nothing like her other books. A little bit disappointed, and kind of jumps back and forth between two different females. So I don't know, I'm not really into the book yet. I hope it picks up, but if not, I will finish it off and donate it to the library. So the books that I don't really fancy, I just donate them to the library. The books that I really love, I give them away to people. And I have been thinking a lot about my sister as well. We haven't spoken in a little while. It's been, quite a little while. And I've been thinking about her a lot, and she's an amazing person. She's so talented. She's a fabulous singer. And I've been thinking about her, and I really miss having her in my life. She's just a beautiful person. And I hope that she's doing okay and things are well for her. She has 2 children, a little girl, a beautiful girl, and a boy. And I hope that they're doing okay. And I've just been thinking a lot about her, and I would love to have her back in my life. And then I have been also thinking about my mother, and you know, throughout all of this work that I'm doing on myself, I've just been more emotional, and I miss her too. You know, she's my family, she's my mother, and I do want to, instead of running away from having a relationship with them, I would love to sit down and just talk about everything. And there's a lot of things that have happened, but at the end of the day, I love my mother too, you know, and I miss her, and I hope that something changes and I get to have those two people back in my life. My father passed away in 2016, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't miss him. Yeah, I'm a really family-oriented person. Like I would do anything, like, for, yeah, my family means the world to me, and I always used to say if I could just hang out with my family for the rest of my life, I would die content. Like, I don't need any friends or anything like that. My family is just the most important. They're the most important people. And here I am in my RV, and in this gorgeous campground, and I just want to share it with someone. I want, you know, my mother would love to have been here, and she loves hiking, she loves the outdoors. We could have like barbecues and stuff, and my dad, when he was alive, he loved barbecues. And you know, I sometimes think when I'm having a barbecue, not a barbecue, but like a campfire here, I sometimes think like how much my dad would have loved to sit on the other side and just cook something on the barbecue. He was a real outdoorsy person too. But yeah, anyhow guys, I hope this video is not too sentimental, but yeah, I've just been doing a lot of reflection and stuff like that, and yeah, I really miss my mother, I miss my sister, yeah, and I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're keeping safe through this pandemic, and I really do hope that we get to speak once again. And yeah, and that's about it. I guess I can make a separate video on, you know, on things, you know, further explain things in my life, I guess. But that's all that I guess I want to discuss with my dogs. Guys have been amazing. They are my whole family. I don't even look at them as dogs. They are my children. And I know it's a cliche, and a lot of people will say, well, dogs are not your kids. They are my kids. They are so amazing. Like, we have, and they love their regime, but when we wake up in the morning time and they know that I have to, we go out for a bathroom trip, you know, we do a mini walk, and then we come back in the motorhome, and they know that between the hours of like 7:30 until about 10, it's kind of like my time, to exercise, to eat breakfast, to wash my face, things like that, and they don't bug me at all. They do come up to me about 15 to 20 times and kind of say hello and saying, are you done yet? Are you done? Especially when I'm exercising, it's the cutest thing. But they literally know that that's my time. And then we go out and we play for about 2 hours, and then we come back in and they have a nap time in the afternoon, and I do like some studies and stuff, and during that time they're quiet. Like, as you can see now, they're so quiet while I'm filming. These guys are outstanding. I just sometimes feel heartbroken because they're too good. My two boys are too good. Like, they have a heart of gold, both of them. And yeah, they are my family. Like, my life revolves around them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. My mother would love these two boys, Obi and Hachi. She would really love them, and she would never be afraid to go hiking, because I remember the last time I spoke with her, she was kind of apprehensive about going hiking because she was afraid of people, I guess, which is fine. But with two German Shepherds, you would never be afraid about going hiking in the forest at all. Nope, you wouldn't. So yeah, my mother would love them and they would love her back. So yeah, that's about it, guys. And let me know, comment below, subscribe. Please subscribe. I post a new video once a week, most of the time on the weekends, although today I'm a little bit late. I was not feeling good yesterday and I couldn't film and post, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I post a new video every week and we just mostly talk about RV life, although I do have vlogging videos in there and shopping videos. So subscribe and you'll never miss a post. That's about it. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Have a wonderful day. Do something good today. Do something fun. Life is so short. Don't argue with people. Just mostly let everything go by. Let the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Trust me, it's not worth it. And be kind. Yeah, every day is a gift. So talk to you guys later. Bye.